What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to start with some gameplay with Shadow Shell, and I'll show you guys the build afterwards, but I want to talk about her, man, because this is actually a pretty insane character. In fact, much more impressive than what I originally thought, man. Her power is crazy, and the thing that's really awesome about the girl is that her survivability is actually pretty damn decent. I mean, this is stage 59, right? She's just level 72, but her gameplay is phenomenal because literally all you gotta do is go 3, 4, 5. You can immediately cancel the 3, the 4, get all the residual damage from it, get all the buffs from it, and immediately cancel the Awakened skill, try to get that increased damage proc by 30% from it, and then all the buffs all at the same time. And you really are better off just to cancel that Awakened skill instead of letting it play out. You will do more damage whenever you're doing it. Now, after the 3, 4, 5, I like to do the 1, then do the 2. Some people, what they'll do is they'll do the 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll try that rotation, but I find for me the proc is just a little bit better when you just go 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and the damage really isn't really that much different if you throw in the second skill. But when you guys see the build on my girl, and some of you that have been watching my videos probably already know what the build looks like on her, this is actually an insane feat of strength that she is showing. I mean, Shadow Shell is pretty damn amazing, and I have to say that my tune has changed a little bit about her as far as, whether or not maybe you'd want to build her, and I think it's really just going to depend, guys, on your love for Black Widow. And I say love because the truth is, Shadow Shell is better than her. Shadow Shell is stronger than her. I will say that I think survivability-wise, especially in super high levels, Black Widow would have better survivability because she has the missing attack proc from her tier 4. Man, that just is insane for her. Her survivability is just crazy. And Shadow Shell does have a 25% heal. She also has invisibility and ignore targeting on that 4th skill, which is pretty damn awesome, guys. So she doesn't really miss any of her attacks while she's doing the 5th skill because the 4th skill already has that ignore targeting applied. It's actually quite awesome. And right here in this part of the phase, whenever we do our 3, 4, 5, Shadow Shell kind of jumps back and Null doesn't keep attacking, so you can actually get away from Null and just kind of run away, do 3, 4, 5, and then she'll dodge back, go 3, 4, 5 again. And it's nice because it's allowing you to do a little bit more damage. I mean, look at that, right? He's just kind of running around chasing you. It's kind of a similar thing to what we've seen with say Gambit, whenever we're kind of running around a little bit. It's a similar effect, except, she's jumping instead we're just running around, which is pretty cool, right? The other thing that's nice about her is her cooldowns are very, very low. So you're really in this nice, sweet rotation with her where you're just going 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. It's awesome, man. I gotta say, guys, you just don't miss procs with the girl. She's so proc friendly that it's not even funny. And I mean, and so is Black Widow, to be perfectly fair, guys. But, I find that Shadow Shell is probably a little bit easier to be, in all honesty, to play. A lot easier. And if you cancel your... I cancel my Awaken skill and then I go 3, 4, 5. I'm still getting that damage proc by 30%. You just got to be really, really fast whenever you're doing it, right? 3, 4, 5. I mean, and she's doing so well. Honestly, I was dumbfounded by her power level. I know she's level 72, and I realize once you take these characters and you level them up a little bit, it increases their damage tenfold. It really does. It's just insane. It's why these tier 4 characters are so powerful. However, this level 72 character is much stronger than previous characters we've seen at level 72. She is, guys, she is OP as hell. Free-to-play adventures, shout out to Free-to-play adventures, he was showing that, tier 4 Shadow Shell was able to do, stage 50 Gene, and that is just insanity, guys. That is insanity to do that kind of damage. Now, right here's where we get screwed. I want to attack, and I could attack, but my skills are not off cooldown. So I gotta wait, and this is gonna screw me at the end, but I wanted to show you guys this particular run because I didn't miss any procs. It was a nice smooth run. It was a good looking run. Here's where we get a little screwed. So because we weren't able to do any damage in the previous phase, we won't quite finish it. Little spoiler for you, but you'll see how close we get, right? But when you see the build, you're going to be like, well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, okay? I mean, the build's pretty bad. It's pretty damn bad, right? And look at that. And look at the time frame, guys. Look at that. If I would have attacked earlier, right? If I would have attacked earlier and attacked in that phase before this, we would have done this with, maybe a minute to spare. Maybe a minute to spare. Now, we're going to die, right? We did die, right? I mean, but look at the life, right? I mean, Null's just a couple more crits and we would have easily beat that, right? But if I could have attacked him before the phase ended, we would have definitely won and maybe had, 50 seconds to a minute to spare. And that, my friends, is with this build right here. Stage 59, no Urus. Stage 6 overdrive set, no artifact. 140% damage proc. And a normal ranked uniform. And then when you look at her stats, she's got 164% critical damage, guys. That is crazy. That is insanity as far as power. That really is freaking nuts that she did stage 59 with this build. That is OP as hell, man. I mean, they did a great job on this character, man. Not only does she look aesthetically pleasing, but I mean, that's subjective, right? It's just my humble opinion. But they made it to where you could easily, they made her much more proc friendly, much more play friendly compared to what she was. Before, you had to really be careful about timing her proc. She had to, had the damage based on how much damage you take. And now, you just hit that 5th skill, you get the accumulation. 1.2% is nuts anyways, especially for a tier 4 character. You get that accumulation automatically, and it just makes her so nice to play. Holy crap. And I didn't even do a run against Mephisto where she actually has a type advantage, right? She'll take even less damage from him, but her survivability was actually fairly decent. I actually cleared stage 59 with her the very first time I tried it. That's how easy it is to play Shadow Shell. And I have to say, I previously said that she's kind of in this weird predicament where she's going to get compared to Black Widow, obviously, because she's going to be the other tier 4 that is a speed. And the truth of it is, guys, she is stronger than Black Widow. She is. She's a little bit easier to play. I would say at tier 4, her survivability won't be quite as good as Black Widow. I don't think so, because her tier 4 actually gives her just, a bunch of attack, right? It doesn't give her any kind of survivability as far as I can tell, whereas Black Widow's does. So that's an advantage that Black Widow's going to have and high levels of World Boss Legend. But, Shadow Shell is stronger in ABL and ABX. I mean, she's scoring over 8 million or 9 million in ABL. And Black Widow, the best score I've seen by Black Widow, and I could be wrong about this, but the best score I've seen was around 7 million. So Shadow Shell is doing quite a bit more damage, right? You have to take into account there's all these different accounts out there with different levels of energy attack and Odin's blessings and what so have you. But yeah, she is more powerful. So I believe that, if you guys are working on Black Widow and she's not your waifu, right, then I would probably try to level up Shadow Shell and get her maxed out, because I think it's going to be a lot easier probably to cap out ABX with the girl, because, I mean, Black Widow can already do 11.6, 11.8 million with a regular Rage. And I would think that Shadow Shell could probably do better. So it's one of those uniforms that I would recommend to buy if Black Widow isn't your waifu, and if your Black Widow isn't already tier 4. If she's tier 4 and you don't care about being competitive, then I wouldn't worry about it so much. But if she isn't tier 4 and you want to be more competitive, then I would work on tier 4ing Shadow Shell. It's really just a matter of opinion, guys, as far as whether or not, you think it's worth it. But it is a terrific uniform. The fact that she did stage 59 null with this build just is a testament to her strength and power level. It is nuts. And her survivability is actually pretty damn good, right? I am very, very pleased with this character. And I think even in AC, guys, having that invisibility and ignore targeting would probably be pretty good there as well. That would actually be really nice. So, guys, let me know what you think about Shadow Shell. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.